Hey folks, I got some new gear. Now what do I mean by new gear? Well, it means I can start doing stuff like this, and I don't need a cameraman because I can track myself all the way around the bike because I've got an Insta360 X4 now. So it means I can do very, very cool shots, much like this. Now what's up guys, I hope you're all doing really, really well. It probably looks like a really nice day, but it's actually just started bloody raining. Just as I'm out on the bike, lucky enough the new camera is waterproof. Not too sure about a GoPro. Probably needs a case on it to be waterproof. But yeah, so we'll see. It's only spitting. And there seems to be quite a few gaps in the rainy clouds up top. Hello, buddy. Oh. Well, that wasn't something I really expected, you know, being accosted by a furry dog. But I love dogs, even if they're barking their heads off at me. Look, there's loads of dogs over there. And this is one of the cool things, because now I've got the 360 camera. Because I bought it for two reasons. One, I wanted better shots, you know, so this will provide those better shots. I wanted better video overlays as well, because I think people really like the overlays, see how fast I'm going, where I'm going, those kind of things. And also, how many times have I gone uphill and gone, this is a big ass hill, this bike can really handle this hill, and then I've got no data for it, I can't tell you how big the slope was. So now on the video you can see the slope, or hopefully you can, with the GPS data from the Insta360. So now when I'm like, oh, I'm going up this massive hill, this can do no wrong, much like the hill we're going up now, which is one of the biggest hills that I go up quite regularly. You can kind of see the incline and judge for yourself. You can see the slope. So there's that. And then also, because you know, we had a few complaints about me moving my head all the time, you know, now when there is something that I feel is worth looking at, I can go, oh, that looks cool, and just turn the camera to it in edit. It's absolutely mint, you know, so I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. And how it deletes the selfie stick is stuck on, no idea, you know. Some magic AI stuff, but I like it nonetheless. And I think it just gives you a better kind of overall view of, you know, what's around me, what the roads look like, those kind of things. And yeah, I know I mentioned them before, but the telemetry overlays are like just a million times better than the GoPro ones. And kind of one of the things I'm learning gradually as I do this channel is GoPro, even though it's like the go-to term for an action camera, it's not necessarily the best. But the thing is, with it brings a whole new suite of challenges, because my bike now is about 4 foot longer than it used to be with the Insta camera on there. So I have to remember that when I go around tight little corners, because it's going to whip out the back, and it could, one, cause damage to someone if it hit them, but more importantly, the camera might break, and it wasn't cheap. It was not cheap. And then another thing I wanted to test. See, really, you're all my guinea pigs today. So the other thing I wanted to test was when I'm on my own, and I don't really get off the bike that much, you know, and I'm just recording a video, it seems overkill to put the DJI mics on. You know, I've got to plug them in, all that kind of gubbins. But the Media Mod has its own condenser microphone on it, which comes with a wind muffler, which I have on right now. Maybe if I move out of the way, you can see it. But it has a wind muffler on. So I was hoping that for just solo rides, just me, I can just use this. And hopefully it sounds okay. Hopefully the wind noise is massively reduced. Obviously I'll do some noise cancelling post-edit, but hopefully it sounds okay. So let me know about that as well. And it's so funny because I recently reshot the video for Bristol Bath Cycle Track, and now I got this. I feel like I want to do it again, so I can just proper pan around, you know. But no, I'm gonna have to just let that lie, you know, and just everything else from now on, I'll have that 360 camera so you can see, you know, what's going on around us. And it'll be really cool. I think it'll be really cool. I think it'll be worth it. Yeah, it's 8K, you know, so quality's got to be bloody good. Obviously I only render in 1440p, and that's not because it's hard to render in 4K. It's because my internet at home, upload speed is absolutely atrocious. So if I started uploading in 4K, which I could do, and edit in 4K, which I could do, it will take me like 10,000 years to upload a video. Trust me, I've tried. Well, yeah, so I finished work. It's Friday evening-ish. I know, it's about 4:30. And I thought, oh, I'll just nip out a ride, do some test footage, and you know, just have a chat to me electric awesome peeps, my awesomers, you know what I mean? Because I probably should see a psychiatrist, because apparently I love talking to myself. Funny thing is, I have no idea where I'm going to place on the screen my face cam, because the telemetry information, as good as it is, it's everywhere, you know. So like usually I always put it in the bottom right hand corner, but that's where I think the new telemetry information puts the speed. So now I gotta find somewhere. Like I could turn some of the things off, you know, so you'd have to let me know which of the actual telemetry information you're interested in, because then the other stuff that you're not too bothered about, I can turn off and then have more space on the video. Because I've said it before, I'll say it again, I make the videos for the people watching them, you know, not for me. That doesn't mean I don't like making them, because I do. It's very fun. It's very, very fun. And it means and it gives me a secondary reason to get out on the bike, you know? Nothing wrong with that. I've done 210 miles on this bike now. Well, 209, I've overshot it a little bit. Which is pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know if I've had it a year yet. I'll have to have a look on the videos and when I did the first review, because that was the second day I had it. So I definitely don't think it's been a year. But 200 miles, I ain't done 2,000 like Paolo has. Yeah, I haven't done 2,000 like old Paolo. But hopefully 200 miles is not bad. Especially something for me who works from home. You know, I don't ride to work, Paul rides to work every day. There was a little squirrel then. Little squirrel. But yeah, let me know, guys, how it looks, how it feels, what could be improved, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm not sure about the angle of the Insta360 of where it is, because it kind of sits kind of directly behind me. I kind of want it like on a side, like a slightly side view, you know, ideally, but I don't really have anywhere to mount it in that configuration. So if I'm going to do that, I need to give it a little bit more thought. I might have to get like a different kind of mount for it. The only advantage to having it directly behind me is it makes it easier for me to understand where it is when I'm going around corners, you know, and I'm going through little tiny bits where I need to worry about hitting it. I know exactly where it is behind me, right behind my back. But if it was off to the left or to the right, that's a whole different mental calculation I have to make when I go around a corner. Oh, it's poor chap on a normal bike. You know, and then this is another big hill, so I'm interested to see what the slope percentage here as well. But yeah, the Billy Goat version 3 absolutely destroys. It's destroyed any hill I've come up against so far. So it's never been beaten. It's not been beaten yet. At least this is one of my, this little bit here, it's one of my favourite places to ride. This little stretch here, because this is a that bit's the road, this bit's just for bikes, right, and people, obviously, but it's split. So this side of it is bikes. So it means you can proper open it up. Cheers, boys. Proper open it up. Woo! Very, very cool. Very, very cool. The only bad thing about it is, because I'm recording the telemetry on my phone, I can't see if that's still recording. And because I have no idea, I got no idea how to gauge at 8K how long it will record for. I've heard it's about 130 minutes, so we're nowhere near the limit. But on longer rides, obviously, like the one we did with Paul, there and back was like 4 hours. So I'm gonna have to, you know, make sure I got batteries on me, that kind of stuff, you know, and yeah. Oh, I wish he was going the other way. I could have raced him. I'm not a miserable old man. All right, let's get out on the road. So I indicated as well then, because I think it's because of the pedals under my feet, I still feel like I should do this. Because I did my cycling training when I was in primary school. Did anyone else do that? When I was in primary school, year 6, you got to do, I think it was like Riders Ed or something like that, Riders Education. And he basically went out every Friday for a month and just went on a bike ride for like 2 hours. Oh yeah. Basically went on a bike ride for 2 hours with like a teacher or, you know, an instructor. And they basically taught you how to not be a tit on the road. Cycling more and more as I am now, I think a lot more people should have done that course. But that's all I wanted to say today, guys. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. I hope you're enjoying the fact that the sun is starting to come out again, and spring is hopefully soon going to be in full flow. And as always, stay awesome.